During World War II, the American Sherman tank became one of the most widely used, armored vehicles on the battlefield. It wasn't always the heaviest tank. It wasn't always the most feared. But it had one advantage that caught the attention of German engineers and mechanics alike. It kept moving, even after long operations, rough terrain, and constant battlefield pressure. Many Sherman tanks remained surprisingly reliable. And when German specialists examined captured vehicles, some were confused by how the Americans had achieved such consistency using designs that looked far simpler than expected. Because sometimes in war, simplicity can become a weapon of its own. Before we continue, like this video, subscribe to the channel and support our history community. And don't forget to comment. As armored warfare expanded across Europe, reliability became just as important as armor thickness or firepower. A tank that constantly required repairs could slow operations, weaken momentum, and create major logistical problems. The American Sherman was designed with practicality in mind. Its systems were intended to be easier to maintain, easier to produce, and easier to repair in difficult conditions. German engineers examining captured Sherman tanks noticed something unusual. Many components appeared straightforward compared to the more complex engineering found in some German armored vehicles. At first glance, the design seemed less sophisticated, but on the battlefield, the Sherman's engine and mechanical systems often proved dependable under heavy operational stress, and that raised an important question for German specialists. How had a seemingly simpler design become so consistently effective during wartime operations? As battles intensified during World War II, German armored units often relied on advanced engineering and powerful weapon systems. Many German tanks featured impressive armor and firepower, but they also required extensive maintenance and complex repairs. That complexity created challenges during long campaigns. Damaged parts could be difficult to replace, repairs often took time, and mechanical problems sometimes removed vehicles from combat even before enemy fire did. When German engineers examined captured American Sherman tanks, they noticed a very different design philosophy. The Sherman's engine systems emphasized accessibility, standardization, and operational reliability. Components were arranged in ways that allowed faster maintenance. Replacement parts could often be installed more efficiently, and crews with limited time under battlefield conditions could keep vehicles operational more consistently. To some German specialists, this approach initially seemed almost too simple. But the longer the war continued, the more important reliability became. A tank that could return quickly to the battlefield held enormous strategic value. American production methods also played a major role. Sherman tanks were built in large numbers using systems designed for efficiency and consistency, allowing repairs and logistics to function more smoothly across multiple fronts. For German engineers accustomed to more complex armored systems, the Sherman represented something unexpected. A machine built not only for combat effectiveness, but for sustained wartime practicality. And in large-scale warfare, that practicality became a powerful advantage. As World War II continued, the contrast between American and German armored strategy became increasingly visible on the battlefield. German tanks were often designed for maximum battlefield performance, with powerful weapons and advanced engineering, features intended to dominate direct engagements. But those advantages came with trade-offs. Complex mechanical systems required extensive maintenance, specialized repairs, and large logistical support. The American Sherman followed a different philosophy. Instead of focusing only on maximum power, American planners emphasized reliability, mass production, and operational flexibility. The goal was not simply to build strong tanks, It was to keep large numbers of tanks moving consistently across long campaigns. German engineers studying captured Shermans reportedly noticed how efficiently many systems were organized for field maintenance. Crews could access important components more quickly, damaged parts could often be replaced faster, and production consistency simplified repairs across units. That reliability had major battlefield consequences. A tank unavailable for repairs could not support operations, regardless of how powerful it was on paper. Meanwhile, Sherman crews often benefited from vehicles that could remain operational through difficult conditions and extended movement. For German specialists, this created an uncomfortable realization. The Americans had designed a tank not just for individual battles, but for sustaining an entire industrial war effort over time. And in a long global conflict, endurance and logistics could become just as important as armor and firepower. By the later years of World War II, the true strength of the American Sherman tank was becoming increasingly clear. It was not necessarily the most heavily armored vehicle on the battlefield, nor the most intimidating in direct comparison, but it was dependable. And in a global war fought across enormous distances, reliability became one of the most valuable advantages any army could possess. German engineers and mechanics studying captured Shermans gradually recognized that the Americans had approached tank design differently. Simplicity was not a weakness in this context. It was part of the strategy. Reliable engines, standardized parts, easier repairs, and large-scale production allowed Allied armored units to recover and return to combat faster than many opponents expected. That consistency helped maintain operational momentum across multiple campaigns. History often celebrates the biggest weapons or the most dramatic machines. But wars are also shaped by logistics, maintenance, and the ability to sustain pressure over long periods of time. The Sherman represented that philosophy, a machine designed not only to fight, but to keep fighting. And for many German specialists, that practicality became one of the most surprising aspects of American wartime engineering, because in the end, the effectiveness of a weapon is not measured only by power. Sometimes, it is measured by how reliably it continues, moving forward. When everything around it is under pressure,